Hi everyone, this is a short tutorial video about the concept of reliability. The method section, when you introduce your assessment tools, you need to provide the statistics, a very simple statistics for reliability, for the reliability of that measure for your own study. And that is internal consistency. That is a measure of reliability. I mean, if you want to consider the exact term for that is internal consistency. That means that how the items of the measure was consistently related to each other and reliable in our own sample. And it's very easy, and it's one sentence. Like we can say that the internal consistency for this measure in this study was like this statistic. So I show it for both SPSS and JASP. So first for SPSS, you go to Analyze, Scales, Reliability Analysis. And if you see a view like that, you just right click and display variable names to see the items. And you see in the data set, we have one item for each, like we have each item separately in our data set, especially of the data cleaning. For example, imagine that for this questionnaire, this is specified with different letters. For these are items of like cognitive avoidance questionnaire. That is C1 to C25. So I just put each item here, and if you want to save time, you can keep Control key and then just click on them, like until item 20. But you can also keep Shift and, oh, that was another way that we can save time, like click on Shift and then go down until 25. But anyway, you just put these all items of the question based on the same order here, and you make sure that the model is set on alpha because we want to Chromebox alpha for internal consistency. And then OK, and very simple, as simple as that. You just need to report this statistic. You can say alpha, you can use the Greek letter of alpha, or you just with English letter saying alpha. Equal to 0.94. That is a very strong reliability that we got for this measure. That reliability above 0.80 is good, above 0.90 is excellent, and above 0.70 is actually acceptable. But you can either use, as long as it's above 0.70 or 0.80, especially you can say that it has a good reliability, especially above 0.80. So, and we got an excellent one. And let's see, do the same thing in JASP now. In JASP is a little bit different. So in JASP, you don't have the reliability analysis by default in your analysis option, but you need to add it at the module of reliability using the bottom here. If you click on like analysis and then come here, plus, and reliability, click on reliability. And when it will appear here, yes, it's here. So when it's here, and when you open the JASP, I also explain if the first tutorial video you are seeing, when you open the JASP, the view is that you need to click on analysis to see this. And then click on plus and then add the reliability. When you add the reliability, just simply go to reliability option, the very first one, just unidimensional reliability. And here you just find the question, the item question that you want to include. Like it was cognitive avoidance in previous one. So we do the same. We can keep control. And so we can choose all of the items here as well until 25 items that we have. I put it here. However, in JASP by default it's not on alpha, so you should change it to alpha, untick this one and put it on, set it on alpha, and only on alpha, because we are not interested in other type of reliability. So And here you see that is the same, like in SPSS also, we got almost the same number for this. And so is alpha coefficients based on the JASP calculation of alpha coefficient. And only this one, you don't need to report any table or anything, just one sentence that the reliability or internal consistency of the cognitive avoidance in our study was alpha equals to alpha, like a letter like this you can use. Alpha is equal to 0.94. That's it. That's enough. So you don't have to anything else from this table. So that was, I mean, short, but it's something that you need to do when you have the data set and add it to your method section.